Day one. Let's get to it.
I'm feeling real good, man. Real good, man. I like to knock on nasty Nate, man.
Ride out.
First day of rookie minicamp, we finally get to see Malik Nabers in blue. We finally get to see him running around with the Giants helmet on. We finally get to see Malik Nabers on the field. Now, we didn't see him for long. I only saw one clip. I saw him run around a little bit. I saw him catch one pass. It was a little high, but it is what it is. But we got to see the new toy in blue today at minicamp. Excited about that. Excited. Also, the man did sign his contract, so he's already signed, sealed, and delivered. Malik Nabers is done. He's here. He's a New York Giant for 4 years for sure. 5 years, most likely. That 5th-year option, most likely. Who else signed the contract? Tyrone Tracy signed his contract. So we only have 2 of the 6 signed, but I believe everybody was in the building as far as our draft class goes. Just thinking about it, the pictures that I saw. Yeah, everybody. Phillips was there. Newman was there. Myself, yes. Oh, yeah. Yep, everybody was there. Okay. But yeah, so we got to see these guys on the field. Excited about that. Again, things are starting to ramp up now. Draft is over. We're going into rookie minicamp already. The veterans will be in next week. I'm excited. It's an exciting time. There's a lot of moving pieces still. They're trying to get this 90-man roster set. We did see the list of the UDFAs that did sign. I'll throw that up here. And there's a couple people on the list I want to point out. First guy on the list, Casey. Casey is the defensive lineman from Oregon. The New York Giants did not draft defensive line. They did pick up a couple defensive linemen in free agency, but for the most part, we didn't get any new blood. We got this guy Casey from Oregon. I got to do a little bit more research on him, but from what I'm hearing, he has a good chance of making he has a chance to get on the 53 because of we're a little bit thin at D line. What's the other guy's name? There's wide receivers that we picked up two wide receivers. One's is John Giles. The other one is Ayira Asante. I think the wide receiver room is crowded right now. It's a good problem. We just signed Allen Robinson. There's a lot of wide receivers in this room. It's a little bit crowded, but that is a good thing. Competition is a must. Outside of, you figure, Nabers, Slayton, depending on what happens with him, if he can get right, Hyatt and Wandell, that's 4 spots there. You figure we probably keep 7 max. So it's going to be a lot of competition at that wide receiver spot. But again, that's a subject for another video. We're talking about these rookies. So we did see pressures as well. Malik Nabers did speak to the beat writers. And remember, my last video, when I said how to use Nabers, I said, in my opinion, the way I thought about things, I said you use them like CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb has that versatility of being inside and outside, but he does the most damage inside in the slot. Say the same thing about Malik Nabers. He can do both, but he does the bulk of his damage inside. And they asked him about, what receivers he watches. And the first guy on the first name that came out of his mouth was CeeDee Lamb. And I said, yep. I know it. He knows it. It's not a lot of people see it, whatever, but he said it himself, CeeDee Lamb.
I watch a lot of different guys, too many to even, say like CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Jet.
I said it in the video, in the last video. I think that's the best way to use Malik Nabers in the same type of role, same type of scenario as Dallas uses CeeDee Lamb. He also said Chase and said Jettas, but those are LSU guys. You already know how these guys stick together. He also said he did speak to Odell because Odell said, put your head down and keep working, keep pushing, stay hungry. And that's solid. That's solid. Also, they asked him, because they always nosy. These beat writers are always nosy. Asked him what he bought. The man bought his mom a house. Fantastic. You take care of moms, but know how to say no after that. You take care of mom, everybody else go through the process and get to know as much as possible, because we've seen this story we've seen this thing happen too many times. Except the moms, you know what I mean? take that with a grain of salt. We got to see Nubin. Nubin had a presser too. I'm pretty sure they probably got them all, but from what I saw, only 3 were posted at the time, not including, Brian Dable as well. He spoke a little bit. And speaking of Brian Dable, round of applause for Brian Dable. I tweeted earlier today, side-by-side pictures of Brian Dable. The man lost a good amount of weight. I said at least 35 pounds. Some people saying it looks like 50, 60 pounds. I don't know if it's all that. It could have been the angle, whatever. But guess what? The man lost weight. He's looking good. Trimmed down, slimmed down. Salute to you, Brian Dable. Where was I? Yeah, Nubin. Every time Nubin gets a microphone, he tells you how grateful he is to be a New York Giant, how grateful he is for the opportunity. The kid is humble. The kid is hungry. The kid is smart. I'm already a big fan of Nubin. So yeah, I will continue to root for the success of Nubin. Andrew Phillips also got a chance to talk to the beat writers, and of course they asked him about his physicality. A lot of corners aren't as physical as him. Where does that come from? And he said he's been physical since he was younger. He's just built that way, and that's fantastic. Also, something to take a note. Something to note, I should say, is that he prefers playing inside. Everybody knows that, though. I think everybody knew that. That's why that CB2 spot is still, a big hole in my opinion. There's some guys like McLeod, Hawkins, Long, Flott. All these guys have a true opportunity, a real chance to be the CB2. That's going to probably be one of the biggest battles of the camp, is trying to figure out who CB2 is going to be. And with a lot of names out there, I think the best guy whoever gets that position absolutely earned it. In my opinion, they would have absolutely went through the gauntlet, because I think a lot of these guys are on a level playing ground, and whoever wins that spot definitely went through the gauntlet to get that spot. Now, how good they are, that's yet to be determined. But overall, man, again, just a quick video talking about minicamp. UDFA's that sign. I'll throw the list up. Tyrone Tracy, again, he was in the building working. We got to see him on the field too, rocking the number 29. I think Theo Johnson had number 47. Malik Nabers again with number 9. We know that's Gano's jersey. He said it's temporary for right now, but if it looks good on him, he might try to keep it. And I know Grams Gano is already trying to make that phone call to see, what he can do. What charity is that money going to go to? Because that's the kind of dude Grams Gano is. Outside of that, nothing really. There's going to be another day tomorrow, minicamp. I'm curious to see if they put out any more videos. Shout out to, was it the Sunni Network for their videos that they put up on Twitter. There's a couple other people, man. Hopefully I can get some credit out to these guys as well, if I could throw some clips in too. But other than that, man, Giants football is back. Giants football is back. You got people on the field, football activities, people running around doing things in blue, and it's fantastic to me. I'm excited already. And again, it'll be training camp before, OTAs and then training camp before we know it. Before it's already starting to get warm. It's May, Memorial Day is right around the corner, and right after that, it's almost football, right? It's almost football. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And for one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.